A long time ago, when I had a former friend or a former group of friends that are no longer my friends, thankfully, I once said the terminology in a different era of video games that video games are stocks. Little did I know that when I said video games are stocks way back in the year of 2012, while people were angrily getting mad at me for enjoying my time in Madden 13, aka Madden 25, the first one. And also telling of a future that pretty much video games will be determined by stock prices and big wigs. I didn't expect to be right on the subject. I didn't even expect to be close to right. I expected to be wrong. All the Marathon situation has shown me, from an outsider that couldn't give a damn whether Marathon lived or died or made any difference. Extraction shooters do nothing for me. Shooters that are not COD have done nothing for me. Even Grand Theft Auto does nothing for me. I would rather play a game of NHL 26 or continue building my agents in Zenless than play the new hot game of the day. And no, because Neverness to Everness is not on the console that I prefer to play on, and I only have a 2 gigabyte laptop that barely holds together playing games on Netaku, I can't really be a part of the actual subject of the big games of the day. Shoot, I just barely played Borderlands 4 for about 6 hours in February. See, I've learned that there is no such thing as a backlog. Only the games that can maintain your attention. But when video games are stocks, your main cryptocurrency, if you want to call it that way, is your attention span. And most gamers have run out of cryptocurrency. Not just for live services, but for practically any game that is not a proverbial 9 out of 10, right straight out the rip, a thanks Black Hokage ball and gun game that has its recent release, or if you're so elite and so-called refined, the new indie game of the moment, which I believe that is now a pirate game called Winrose. Unless you fall under one of these, you're a gamer out in the central, looking for hubs, looking for meals, looking for something to munch on. And oftentimes, you're just eating a lunchable of games. Video games has become stocks because practically if the stocks go down for the companies, your games go practically dead. I don't have to bring up the subject of game preservation because we can all universally agree that we should be able to play any video game until the heat death of the earth. But will it make money though? This is why the companies don't believe in preservation. There's no money in selling you a $60 offline game that used to be built like an online game and wasting about 200 grand to convert an online game to an offline one. $200,000 that there is no guarantee they'll get back. Game companies. Let me solve this live service problem for you. And gamers, let me actually give you a foundation for your argument. What you should be asking for is not game preservation, at least not yet. You should be asking for a guarantee. 3 years, guaranteed, no matter what player count that a live service is in, no matter how bad it gets no matter how much improvement it gets, no matter if it sells 1,000,000 copies or 10, you should be asking for a guaranteed contract, like an athlete. If a game company can't guarantee you 3 years of new content, you take away your money. If a video game can't guarantee you at least the span of 250 hours total over the course of multiple years, you don't buy. They can't guarantee you rollback netcode and good matchmaking in a fighting game. You don't buy. You make that part of the contract. If the stockholders are going to turn video games into stocks with contracts you don't even know you're signing, it's time to change the language of the contract. And if you don't get what you deserve, if you don't get multiple years of a live service game, if every game has to live under the call of the fake scissors from Hercules, then I'm sorry. We just don't buy games. At this point, it's not even about guaranteeing quality. It's guaranteeing the mere notion of survival. You're asking gamers to walk the tightrope of entertainment with no net. What we should be asking for is not the right walk the tightrope. We should be asking for the goddamn net. Because in every other form of entertainment, at least we're guaranteed to get everything we asked for. Whether we get more, that's the company's problem. Unfortunately, now both things are a stock, a transaction. It's time to rewrite some contracts. Just some food for thought.